What is going on, everybody? It's your boy the SLAPTrain, and welcome back, guys, to some Forza Motorsport 5. And today we are bringing back the picture-in-picture wheel camera with our beautiful TX Thrustmaster racing wheel. You guys can pick one up in the description box below. It'll send you right to Thrustmaster's website. But in terms of the race today, I wanted to do something special for you guys. Now, every Monday, including our GTA 5 drift build, we're going to be also doing a circuit race every Monday afternoon. And today we decided to do something crazy. Now, I just finished watching Rush last week, and I was absolutely hooked on the movie. I absolutely got a brand new vision for everything in terms of Formula 1, and, you know, just how much respect I have for those drivers that do, you know, risk their life on a daily basis running these crazy cars. And I figured I'd get one in, you know, I'd hop in the driver's seat of one of these, pull out the wheel, and really feel what it felt like to really sit in the driver's seat of this car. And I have to tell you, it was astonishing, you know, how much power and, you know, how little weight that these cars have. And really, I mean, when you're going with these, I mean, unfortunately I got sucked into the grass on this, and you're going to notice in this race that the grass was not my friend whatsoever. Now, we are racing with Iries99. If you guys want to go check out his channel, it's going to be in the description box below. But we were also racing with him. He does not have a racing wheel, unfortunately. But it was nice, you know, to kind of race with someone else. We did have 14 other computer drivers on the road, and they were all on unbeatable Drivatar, I guess, levels. Now, if you guys have never raced against unbeatable Drivatars, it's tough. It really is, and it's challenging. It really is. You know, it's a nice change of pace than online, where you get, you know, a lot of people that, you know, you'll either have a mix of guys that, you know, want to race, and you'll have a mix of guys that don't want to race. And that's where I really love the Drivatars that come into play, because they're all there to race. You know, there's nobody that's going to be sitting there trying to purposely smash you into every single corner. Yes, it may happen from time to time, but, you know, not as much as you would find in an online session. Now, as you guys can see, the feedback of the wheel really does, you know, really pull on these cars, considering, you know, you really got to have a lot of throttle control. And if you guys have never raced one of these, it is all about throttle control. It is all about being in the proper gears, and that's sometimes where I struggled with this car. You know, this is a 4-lap race, and really you got to be consistent on these corners. And really, I mean, right there you can kind of see the corrections, but you guys can kind of look at the bottom right of the screen where it shows my throttle control. I'm always, you know, a little bit under full throttle, and that's until, you know, I get into about 3rd gear, and that's where I can really rip it and just let it go. But right there you guys can see it kind of kicked out, and that was because I had my foot right to the floor. But thankfully I can save it, counter steer, bring it back in. Now, what I really did want to talk about was the actual movie Rush, and just how well that movie was directed and, you know, produced in terms of quality. And, you know, I'm brand new to the Formula 1 series. I know there's other YouTubers out there that do it, if I'm not mistaken. There's Alex Zafaro. I believe Kevin Toll does it as well too. I'll leave a link to their channels in the bottom if you guys, you know, love Formula 1 and stuff like that. They post it all the time. I believe Alex Zafaro is more of the Formula 1 style content, but really though, I mean, it is incredible to just coming into that movie with an open mind, and that's really what I did. You know, I didn't really know too much about Formula 1 in terms of, you know, anything in terms of, you know, how dangerous it really is, you know, how epic that they really made Formula 1 look. And I honestly, after watching that movie, I wish that the Nordschleife was in this game, and, you know, I cannot wait until they bring it in, because honestly I wanted to run the Nordschleife so bad after watching that little scene where they were running on the Nordschleife. But there was one scene in particular that I really did find interesting, and that was where the main character, James Hunt, he was laying in his bed right before one of the big races, and he had his steering wheel in his hand. He had his feet propped up like he was actually driving his car. He was pretty much holding his stick shift as well too, but this was all in
I was almost back in it, and then fucking
I really did enjoy that scene, just because of the sheer fact that it shows, you know, how much precision is needed to run these cars. And it really does show. I mean, these cars are nothing to mess with, and if you guys have ever drove any of these cars in Forza 5, you know, multiply that probably by like 3,000 when you're actually on the track. You know, the sounds, the smell, you know, just the wind in your face, just hearing all these engines just roar all around you. I mean, these things are revving at around 11,000 RPM, which is crazy to listen to, man. And considering that thing is right behind your head, just booming. Absolutely incredible to see. I mean, this takes NASCAR to a whole new level, and personally, in my opinion, not knocking NASCAR whatsoever, but just the amount of, you know, talent that these cars really did take back in the day, you know, when there wasn't a lot of assists, you know, stuff like that too. So really, I really did enjoy the movie in terms of, you know, just kind of bringing back that era. And I mean, to be honest with you, I really wish that the Racing Motorsport series was, you know, kind of back in that era now. And, you know, just in terms of me personally, I love these older cars. I've always been an older car guy. I mean, I'll take any of these older F1 cars over the new F1 cars, and we're actually going to have a look at the newer F1 cars next week. So make sure you guys come back for that. But I mean, overall though, if you guys have not driven this yet, take a test drive. If you don't own one yet, really? You can go into free play mode and rent one. I would like to know if you guys have seen the movie Rush, and if you haven't, I definitely recommend you guys picking it up. Pretty sure it was just under 2 hours runtime.
No.
It incorporates a real-life storyline regarding two main drivers that they had kind of a rivalry against. And I forgot to tell you guys, actually, we're driving in the number 11 Team Mclaren M23, and that was actually James Hunt's car. If you guys go on Forza 5, it'll actually say his name written beside the driver's seat. So thank you guys very much for coming by today. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys slap that like button. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe, guys. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. And if you guys have any special requests for next week or the week after that, make sure you guys leave them in the comment section below, guys. It's your boy, the SLAPTrain. I'm out. Peace.